You've got $100,000 sitting around, and instead of letting it gather dust in a savings account earning pennies, you're thinking, where should I invest this to actually make it grow? You don't want to spend hours glued to stock charts or making risky bets, but you do want that money working hard for you. Well, what if I told you that investing it in the right index funds could potentially turn that $100,000 into millions? In this video, I'll walk you through the top 5 Fidelity index funds to invest in, explain how much you can expect to earn over 20 years, and how these funds can pay off big in dividends. By the end, I'll even show you one fund that has the potential to grow your $100,000 into a massive portfolio worth over $2.5 million. Why index funds? Index funds track a market index, which means you're investing in all the companies in that index rather than trying to pick individual stocks. This provides diversification and stability without you needing to constantly monitor the market. Personally, I've been investing in index funds for some years. And trust me, it's like setting a money-making machine on autopilot. Plus, compared to actively managed funds, index funds usually have lower fees, which means more money stays in your pocket. Here's the key criteria for choosing the best Fidelity index funds. 1. Growth potential. Will the fund grow over time? 2. Dividend yield. Does the fund pay out dividends? If so, how much? 3. Sector performance. Is the sector stable, or does it have room for growth? 4. Long-term stability. How well can the fund weather market downturns? These 5 Fidelity funds have been hand-picked with all these criteria in mind. Let's break it down, starting with number 5. 5. Fidelity MSCI Consumer Staples Index ETF. Ticker, FSTA. Dividend. Yield, 2.39%. 10-year. CAGR, 10.7%. The consumer staples sector covers essential products like food, beverages, and household goods. This fund includes heavyweights like Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, and Walmart, companies that people rely on no matter what's happening in the economy. Now, here's where the magic happens. With FSTA, your $100,000 grows to $736,000 over 20 years, largely because of compound growth. By reinvesting the dividends back into the fund, you're letting your money earn more over time. It's like snowballing your returns. Each year, your dividends help your investment grow even bigger. In my experience, consumer staples are the steady eddy of sectors, predictable and reliable. Even during downturns, people still need groceries and toilet paper, right? I found this kind of stability especially valuable during times when the market gets rocky. Pro tip: if you're a conservative investor, like some of my friends, who doesn't like to take wild risks, this fund is a great way to balance income with capital preservation. 4. Fidelity MSCI Consumer Discretionary Index ETF. Ticker, FDIS. Dividend. Yield, 0.76%. 10-year. CAGR, 11.22%. Consumer discretionary stocks are all about non-essential goods like luxury items, entertainment, and vacations. Think companies like Amazon, Tesla, and Home Depot. This sector thrives when people have disposable income and is closely tied to economic booms. Here's what you can expect if you put $100,000 into FDIS. I once invested in consumer discretionary right before an economic boom, and I was blown away by how fast the value shot up. If you're aiming for growth, this sector is like rocket fuel when the economy is strong. 3. Fidelity MSCI Healthcare. Index ETF, ticker FHLC, dividend, yield. 1.26%. 10-year CAGR, 16.8%. Healthcare is one of those sectors that's always in demand, no matter the economic climate. With top holdings like Johnson & Johnson, Eli Lilly, and United Health Group, this fund gives you access to companies that are leaders in medical advancements. Here's what $100,000 could do in FHLC. Healthcare's resilience during market downturns makes it a strong contender for long-term growth and stability. I've personally seen this in action during the 2008 financial crisis. While the market was tanking, my healthcare investment stayed solid. 2. Fidelity Nasdaq Composite Index ETF, ticker 1Q. Dividend yield 0.64%. 10-year CAGR 14.44%. If you believe in the power of technology to shape the future, this fund is for you. 1Q tracks the Nasdaq Composite Index, which includes tech giants like Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia. So, what happens if you invest $100,000 in 1Q? This is one of my personal favorites because of how consistently tech has outperformed other sectors. The innovation in this space is unmatched, and if you're in it for the long haul, this could be your ticket to serious growth. 1. Fidelity MSCI Information Technology Index ETF, ticker FTX, dividend. Yield 0.66%. 10-year CAGR 19.08%. We've made it to number 1, and this fund is for those who want to go all in on technology. FTX gives you exposure to top tech companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia, and its performance over the last decade has been phenomenal. If you invest $100,000 in FTech, here's what you might see. This fund is a powerhouse. If you want to capitalize on the rapid pace of tech innovation, FTech is where you want to be. I've personally seen investments in tech funds like this go from modest to mind-blowing over time. Final thoughts and pro tips. Let's quickly recap. If you're looking for safety and income, go for FSTA. Explosive growth potential, FDIS or FTech are your best bets. A balance of stability and growth. Consider FHLC or WUNC. Now, remember the key to investing is patience. It's tempting to want immediate gains, but the real magic happens over time. Whether you're a risk-averse investor or someone chasing big returns, these funds offer something for everyone. And if you're still sitting there wondering what to do with that $100,000, just know this. While cash might feel safe in a bank account, inflation is eating away at its value. If you put your money to work, your future self will thank you. Now that you've seen what could happen if you invest $100,000 in the right index funds, there's this powerful strategy that can take your progress to the next level. Check out my next video where I teach you this advanced investing approach to supercharge your growth.